good evening, and all of those other holiday greeting statements. Thank you for joining me again on another episode of Don't Quote Me. Today I have a very special guest that I've been waiting a while to get him in the studio with me. I got to keep saying studio so I can try to manifest that.
That part. That
But
part.
today we have the wonderful guest that he's got the juice, but he's the singer, not me. My man Antonio Khari. How you doing today, boss?
I'm good. I can't even complain. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On this, I don't even know. This wind in Chicago is beating the hell out my windows right now.
It was just nice yesterday, so I'm just chilling because I ain't got time to get free.
No, for real. Like, no, for real. I got vitamin C's on deck. I'm ODing on them bitches like Skittles
Elderberry,
right now.
yeah, all that. All that.
Yes, sir. Man, but I know I definitely what is that juice? I've been listening to all of your music on repeat. It gives me a certain level of pleasure when I see my friends' faces pop up on the release radar.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's actually like I said, it was one of my personal favorites, but I honestly didn't expect that to do as well as it did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What you mean? Like, when did you first? Because I know the thing with most artists, once they release a song, they probably wrote that song years ago, but they finally got the final edit of it. So how did that go with it?
That's honestly a big thing for me. That's like a gift and a curse too, because I'm good with deadlines and stuff like that. It seems as though when I have the time to work on a song is when I have the hardest time. I don't know why I work so good under pressure, but I do. But yeah, But no. Technically, I'm a Gen X, but that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, so that particular song was supposed to be on a different project, and I don't speak too much on it, but I've spoke briefly. I was dealing with some we could call them label issues that had to be worked out as far as especially with that song was involved in. But I got my things squared away and all of that, so I'm just at this point where I'm just kind of just enjoying the ride. But yeah, Juice for sure. I wrote that a while ago, maybe 2 years ago. And it is kind of like an ode to I'll Miss You. I don't know if a lot of people call it that, But that was one of my favorite songs in the 90s anyway. Case, I love Case, so yeah, I just put a little twist to that on it. And
That's safe to say for the whole Recess album itself, though. Is that how that album? Because it's got a real is that the name? I feel like that's the name of the album. Jesus,
yeah,
right?
It's an EP, but yeah, it's Recess.
Oh well, yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
I always mess up saying EP, mixtape, or album.
They starting to become the same thing. As far as the whole Recess EP, it was more so those collection of songs weren't necessarily the pick for it. I honestly didn't plan on releasing the Recess EP. I was just gonna kind of just take the Recess and just work on the album and everything. Mm-hmm. But I just felt it was kind of important, especially with the things that I was dealing with this past year too, to kind of talk about it. I'm out the way, and because I have so many bigger things going on. Honestly, needed to Recess, so it was kind of just a friendly "I'll be back" type of thing. Come to a debut album, people we could put out EPs and stuff like that, and they come and they go, but especially when you put out actual albums, that's the type of shit that's gonna stick. And then if it's gonna be something that's gonna stick, I need it to be the right thing. It's not necessarily for shock value, but I got some people that really fuck with what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's when I bring, what I have on my sleeve that, what I'm saying, I wanted to really, really make the proper impact. With visuals and
What leads me to my first question. Well, the first area of question, because it's those independent, right? It's those independent artist troubles. Because we all know this music. To oversimplify, we all make music just with a simple beat. We always beating on the tables with pens, spoons, pencils, all of that. We all got a verse, got a bar, but really getting it out there is the hard. Because what's her name? Chloe Bailey, our lovely black Little Mermaid. We about to get. Oh, I'm finna live for
this. No, that's Hallie's the mermaid. We love Chloe though. But Halle is the
sorry.
mermaid.
Don't
okay.
dox me, people. Don't dox me.
Okay.
I just know they twins and they're awesome.
Not twins. You are crazy.
Your journey, so because I know you've had, I did my little bit of research.
Okay, I like it.
I say you've had a few label things, and you said that earlier, but I'm like, not to get too detailed. I don't want to make anybody violate any DNRs, you know.
No. Oh no. Ain't nobody got no. Ain't nobody hurting me with no paper. I'm good here.
And yes, I said they do not resuscitate paper because some of these people, y'all
partnership for like a long time. And and like I just think like me and this person, we grew up together, and I just think like we were more so just making music because that's what we like to do. And we just didn't really take the other part of the business seriously, especially when it comes to songs. And when it's time like for people to like get money, that really can complicate stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so it's like,
don't I know it?
So it's like, yeah. And if you like me and like, you really put your pen to the paper and put your feet to the pavement, like I can't be played with like that, and in some situations, you grow apart and that's fine. I just think like I'm better off standing on my own, like, and even with that situation, I wish, them the best on that end, and, very talented people, but, people grew apart, and like me, I'm the type of girl, like when I grow, I'm go, I grow and I go, so that's just how that.
So let me ask you a question in there specific, because that's what I've been arguing with so many people, because it's that getting money thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like at our low independent level, so like not downplaying anything, but we're like, we draw a line that say our folks that are household names. You have Will Smith, our low level faces, like your Netflix actors who you see in every TV show. That's the low line I'm gonna draw from there down.
Okay.
That include us, right? Do you find it harder on the front of? Because I know me personally, I find that people at the beginning phases want to get paid too fast. Like we have nothing to produce, we have nothing out there, we haven't created a fandom, but you're already saying payments.
A lot of people don't know I've honestly like been in this industry a long time without pay. So it's like, like even when it comes to me writing for people, coming up with their melodies, helping them with like marketing strategies, like brand ambassador, I've done all of that, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I could literally count on my hand how many times I actually been compensated. And that's just because, just being young, naive, and not asking questions and stuff like that. And that type of shit happens. People get this idea that they can play with you like that. But see, on the flip side, also, like you were saying, you have people that probably have put out a song before, not even on their own. Like I said, I don't even like go there.
It'll be a feature.
Or like, you know what I'm saying, not even a feature, like, you know what I'm saying, you come with an incomplete body of work and you expect somebody to bring it to a close. That's a lot of what my issue was, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, after a while, I'm over it. Yeah, over it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like like I said, once you start noticing your worth and you start knowing, like, what you bring to the table, like, after like the 5th or 6th instrumental and I'm bringing stuff to a close and people like getting spins and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, so like, let me stop playing with myself so other people can stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you do have to come before you walk. You do have to pay your dues, so you just be coming up and stepping in, walking into rooms like, okay, so you ain't even like wrote down nothing or like, you know what I'm saying, accomplished nothing, but you worried about the split sheets. Now, how about we, you know what I'm saying, let's get the flow going. Like, I'm the type of person, like, if I'm gonna talk about like compensation, it's gonna be like, okay, well, I'll contribute, but you know what I'm saying, I don't contribute for free. Like, I don't work for free. So then when it comes to like everybody coming together, putting their stuff in, and putting their magic on whatever it is, then, the flow, everything starts to make sense when it comes to the roles people play. But at the same time, it's iffy, which is why I don't like to deal with a lot of writers anyway. Like, most of the time, like, just if you want me to write on something, just give me something I'll write, you just gonna use and then we talk about it later. I don't like being in no huddle with a bunch of writers. It's just, it can complicate stuff.
No, and that's, I think it's we as a people at this age bracket we're in, because of most folks, you have like, we all hated those group assignments in school.
Yes.
And it's become evident in this, like, the creative part of life, because like at work we all forcibly have to do quote unquote group projects.
Because you guarantee your money. You know you do your work.
Exactly. But you got to get paid. But most of the stuff you're doing at work, you ain't doing nothing creative, nothing fun for real. You might, I don't know what most people do. Even the most fun job you have is still just basic. But once we put it right, it's the means to an end, versus us being in those of us who want the creative entertainment industry to be our financing. Now we have the fun side.
Yep.
Those same people, though, like a lot of the engineers, the writers, they have that means to an end logic. So the fun part gets pushed to the back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now it's just like, oh no. Group projects.
It's starting to feel like work. And then it's like, you know, and like, you know, I like to let the instrumental play and stuff like that. You just got different people. You got some people that like to sit in, you know, black closets and just kind of like, you know, it's just different. You know what I mean? And like sometimes, like, even when you do all that writing, like, it's not even guaranteed that you can stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just don't like to be in a whirlwind like that. You know?
We want the best for everybody. I get passionate because it's like everybody I want a utopia, like in the sci-fi movies where everybody kicking it, and we got random like dance parties every day.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, hell yeah, who wouldn't want that? You know what I'm saying? Well, you can just like, let them do them and just keep it pushing.
But say we got to draw the line. We have to stop with the pushback. Like if we have a bunch of like I refused to use this content. I deleted it because my responses had to be too aggressive. So I'm like, if anyone's listening, not literally listening, you hear what I'm saying.
And not hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it'll add to the incel-ness of it. But I had to be bigoted in my responses because there's a lot of women like, we're in the men going their own way point of time. Because again, you have the assholes at the top. Let's build the range. You have the assholes at the top who are like super meninist. They're like, no, you're a woman, get your ass in the goddamn kitchen. Then under that, we got a lot of guys who they're not that way, but they hood, they're simple, they like, we know where these house roles have to be done. I know I don't cook. I'm a workhorse. I know I can't cook. I'll order some food though. I don't give a fuck about cleaning. I'll put some shit up though. So it's like, if you here, cool. I mean, you know, these niggas don't know how to say these things. Yeah. They say somebody got to do this shit. I do work more. You know, they're under there. They're not bad people. Yeah. But they just don't know how to get the point across. Then under there, we got to, you know, we keep going down in more spaces, filling in.
Yep.
But you had them fighting this saying, men, like, if we say anything about me, let me just pull that out so everybody can hear the right way. Okay. Let me stop. Because when you say men and women, everybody shuts down listening.
Listen.
So let me say race, because that's easier for us to talk about.
You preaching today.
Right. Because I was like, wait.
Preaching today.
I get too passionate, too many. Okay. So,
me
as a black man, and I was born in 1990. Grew up through the whole Y2K shit.
Year.
Right? You know, we all up through all of this goodness.
Yeah.
I had a lot of white friends. Boom. We all went through the same February every year with the same roots, Mississippi Burning, my friend Martin, same thing. Cool. It is batshit crazy right now for us to like take out racist shit on anybody 30 and under that's white. Like folks over. It's like, yes, shit happened. Mm-hmm. It did. The slave shit happened. Their grandparents who were like part of that civil rights, Ruby Bridges, baby's still young. Baby's like she what, like maybe did she die? Oh, did she die? Ruby Bridges ain't died, did she?
I think she's still with us.
She got she's like 60 something. Yeah. 60, maybe 70.
But that little girl that broke the barrier with the white school.
That broke the barrier with the schools to let black kids go to that same school. She is still alive. So we get it. Those grandparents are still alive. They're the ones they're the tail end though of actual real life, because I've had so many conversations with racist people. They're not really racist. There are real racists. There are still Klansmen. There are all of these people. We're not talking about those actual real life serial killers. They're above a different line we're talking about. But under that, Most people are, it's a demon that is being fed in the world overall. Let me narrow it down some more for this male women thing. That was, and this is the thing that went crazy in the conversation. Because we got like the sex thing. I am for women being openly, overtly sexual, all of that. I am for whole culture, hookup culture. I'm for it, whatever, because there's all ways to make it through life.
Okay, we got the thought supporters in here, all right?
Like, honestly, I'm for, you got them yitties. I love big girls.
Yeah.
Them yitties ain't going nowhere. They sitting it. They sitting.
Yeah.
They stay there. Try to get yourself. Do that. Be it. It's hot. Shit. I be hot. And you got me. Let it. But like, I always be the one saying be safe, because there's again, Jeffrey Dahmer. We knew that motherfucker was crazy, but if someone paid attention. Gacy, all the real serial killers, we always knew that if they actually got real help sought out, they've been fixed. But then about the rest of those people though, the ones that are being in jail like every other day, you hear about a rapist, a killing, or this, because it's just take one moment for you to snap, because you've been working all the days of your life.
Like subtle respect. It's not even subtle. You know, I have that. You know, like that utmost respect for women because, you know, my mother. You know, I'm that type of guy. Like, okay, if I run through this bitch, can I really get mad if a man decides to want to do that to my mother and my sister? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just that type of person, you know what I'm saying? So women honestly should not even be like, they shouldn't be chasing no man.
Not in 2022.
Yeah, women, it's time for women to just know that they depressed anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like we get heavily, and that's another thing.
Let's get specific on that.
Okay.
Because that's one of the statements that we got to dive into, because it's Prince Charming.
It's general.
It's like, it's really general. For the folks who heard it, yes, I do believe women are all the prize, but don't think of it in a Prince Charming way. Yes, everybody don't. We know Snow White. We all know the story of Snow White. Nobody knows the bullshit.
Because Prince Charming doesn't even exist.
Anyway. He does. As a character in fairy tale universe.
Okay, because we were talking about real. That real.
Let me get my brain. It jumps around. We talking fairy tales, because the Prince Charming theory. Prince Charming is Snow White. Prince Charming is a prince in the fairy tale universe. He led a bullshit life. Like, Prince Charming didn't have a good life, which is why he gave everything to Snow White.
That's what people, and then people don't look into that. They just look at it to like, oh, this random man just kissed her, and he's just gonna love her. And
I'm going to go through trials and tribulations, and it's like, oh, because I do want something soft, tender next to me. The female form is a fucking amazing physique. Just all sizes, the whole range. That's why everybody watches dancing. And we watch the women dance more than guys, because it's the watching the female form move is like, oh my. And you mean to tell me this one particular person out of the whole gender, there's billions of us on this planet, meaning half of that, there's more women than men, more birthers than impregnators by this Mother Nature's design. So we talking like 5 billion to 4 billion here. One of y'all want me? That's what we saying the prize is.
I ain't never seen it like that. You know what I'm
saying?
And now I understand when, like, you know, your Amy or your granny be like, you know, you gonna be a little heartbreaker. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always because you look so good. Sometimes you just got that infectious personality, and you everybody just can't handle it. Everybody just can't handle it.
We reaching the wrap-up point. So I'm nerdy. I always, with all of my friendships, romantic relationships, anything, it's always the end of the world bunker rule. If the world ends and I get a bunker, I can seat a bunch of people in it, but we ain't really got shit in here but food. And like, you know, who can you be in the bunker with and not want to fucking murder them? That's the whole thing. Bugsby, like, I'm gonna marry this man, but you couldn't be in the bunker though with him, could you? Should you marry the guy that you can't? Should you be in a relationship with the person that you can't be in the zombie apocalypse, bunker, world ending? Y'all ain't got no internet, no books, no nothing. All y'all got is food and each other.
That'll help. That'll fix a lot of. Listen, that crazy Brandy was on something now. I'm telling you, if you really think about that, that's true, bro.
It's because what do they say? There's a lot of women married to men that they're not attracted to. There are a lot of men having sex with women they're not attracted to. Like, these statements are the thing. Like, Let's X that out. It is a desperation thing. Like, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, if your husband, you don't find your husband sexy, you shouldn't marry him. He should just be your friend because you're going to divorce him. Because all it's going to take is the man with equal level of charisma as him that you're attracted to for you to start seeing your husband as a piece of shit. I'm
Damn.
watching divorces right now, like that right now, having like, no, because the spark left. But man, what did you do to reignite it? There was nothing that could be done, but you got 5 or 6 niggas.
Yeah.
How the spark can't get ignited,
Come
but you
on,
fucking.
somebody. Come on, somebody. You better listen.
Come on.
Past collection play Reverend Weatherby has spoken.
That's all.
That's real shit, bro. And I
Take your
think
time.
we should definitely, like, whoever's listening, I think we should definitely just be just asking those questions, even when it comes to like your friends, who you keep in your circle, who you keep in your space, who you incorporate into your piece, and
That's
all of
the
that.
part.
You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. I like that.
You, and
Yes, sir.
we're gonna wrap it up with the important question, because I love to
Let's
ask
do
all of my artists, all of my business peoples, the big question.
it. Mhm.
10 years from now, money's no object. Where is Antonio Khari music?
Okay, so 10 years from now, I'm definitely at this point where I'm going to be sitting down. I'm more so want to give back to this lane I'm in. I want to definitely open, like, performing arts recreational centers. I just really, really fully want to give back and give like opportunities to, like, uh whether they're children or older people, whoever, so, the same opportunities I didn't really have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things that I get into, I'm self-taught. And it's just a lot of people out here that didn't even have as much resources or much leeway as I've had. I've been blessed, and I've really been, like, fortunate to, be where I am today. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just want to give that back. It's a lot of people that, what I'm saying, that's just like me, that see themselves in me and just don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to be Jay-Z on steroids.
Period. See, that's what it is. When you grow up a certain the right way, I feel like you become the adult that you needed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? And I will definitely say that. That's exactly what it is. And I love my father. You know what I'm saying? But we have been through some rough things together. We've overcome some things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not even so much like a slight towards him, because, like I said, like, my father, he's amazing, and I love where we are now. And I think, like, those hard years that we did have is definitely necessary and conducive to, like, the type of man I am, and type of father I want to be to my kids, and
Period.
grandfather I want to be to my grandkids, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I definitely like the way you put that. I definitely want to be the type of man that I felt like I didn't have access to, easy access to. And so I just want to make it easier for, whoever, what I'm saying? I feel
No,
like
it's
if
facts.
we can be that person for, like, a lot of these kids, man, a lot of this bullshit with them when we going on these TikTok challenges, killing them and shit, and everybody want to be a fucking gangbang, but don't nobody want to pull the trigger. Just dumb shit.
Oh
You
my
know what I'm saying?
goodness.
I just think, like, we need more people that's willing to just throw themselves out there, be the sacrificial lamb, to just, like, man, like, just, like,
You're
brighten up
this
the
good
world
guy. Let's do
somehow.
just whatever you want to do is good. As long as no one gets hurt. Any idea. If you
Yeah.
want to write a book, write a book. You want to make socks. Fuck it. There are sock stores everywhere in DC. They're literally just socks. They just sell socks.
The socks.
Just sock store. Like, no matter what you want to do, commit to it. This podcast is gonna, like, it's such a weird setup. Because when I bring you back on for the next one, we're gonna schedule up for, we're gonna play this game, this nerdy game. But
I like, hey, I'm nerdy hard. Let's just do all the nerd shit, bro.
all of it. Oh my God, so many good people, for the folks listening. We love it. We love everybody, because if we all winning, we all winning. If you commit to whatever it is that brings you joy in life, then you'll live a good life, because no one gets out of this ride alive.
Yes.
Not a single person.
We all got an end game. It's just gonna be, how you choose to end with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How you gonna spend this little borrowed time while you got it?
I love it.
That's all. Appreciate you for giving me the time today, brother. Till next
course,
time.
I appreciate you having me. Y'all go stream Recess. Juice is up, y'all. I don't even know how, But I appreciate whoever is making this song go with going. This Joe
You're the
Kid
one
has
making
playlisted me twice. I'm really happy. Be looking out for the album, please, because it is coming. I got some things coming. You know, I'm on the recess right now. I'm sitting down. You know, I'm out the way, but you know, I do appreciate all you guys supporting me, and please go check it out. You know, that's a really dear project to me. So,
Hell yeah. Till next time, friend. Yeah.